Welcome in to the first game of the SFL Semifinals, and it's two teams that are intimately familiar with each other, and the DC Dragons and the Mexico City Aztecs. Only the second ever playoff meeting between these teams, and last time they met in the playoffs, it was a doozy, 31-30 thriller, won by the DC Dragons. That was back in Season 5, and here we are, some 20 seasons later, and the stakes couldn't be higher. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Durbin. Joining me is Rick Norton.
Playoffs? Playoffs? You kidding me? I'm just trying to win a game here. Good evening, everybody.
We got Justin Reside and Eddie Gage on stats.
Ding, 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 ding.
And the last meeting between these teams in the regular season, the Aztecs won rather convincingly, 26-3. In fact, that broke a long streak in which the road team had lost 4 straight games. But out of all the meetings, there's been 7 previously. The only one that has had higher stakes than this one is the first meeting, which is back in Season 5, the championship game I referenced before. Ron Van Cleets at the payoff for the DC Dragons. And we're underway.
Let's go.
We turn up the middle of the field across the 30-yard line, broken on the other side, 40. Oh, and the kicker has to clean up the own mess. Has to clean up the tackle on Jason Bartley, the return man for Mexico City, and that's where the Aztecs will begin.
He nearly bends Bartley and folds him in half. Watch this. Ugh. That's a solid kicker by the tackle. Not going to injure his leg, his hip, nothing like that. Just kind of drags him backwards.
It'll be 1st and 10. Sipe, left-hander, will be under center by himself, 5 wide, with nobody behind him. He'll send a man in motion across formation. That is Honus Odobi. And we'll distribute the rest of the offensive skill players after this play.
Or is that Hannes?
Back to throw, Sipe, rolling, throwing, backside, completion is good to Noe Terrazas, number 13. And he's one of the receivers out there, and he has it for a first down. He's joined out there by Bartley, Odobi, and Jared Dumas. The tight end is Bill Henry. Ova Yanda and Santilamo Oxicalo are the tackles. Greg Forrest and Tatalano Supremo are the guards. And snapping the ball to start proceedings is Oaken Foundy, number 78.
I want to salute you on your semi-strong pronunciation there and great attempts.
And we'll have Jacob Morrison, the Hall of Famer Ray Bentley, and halfback in Buford Van Dam is at fullback. And here's another pass over the middle of the field, tipped away and incomplete. Tipped away by number 54, the Dragons. It's Chris Britton III.
And we got an early shout out to the booth from Miranda. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Colin's excellent. I'm just along for the ride. I'm swimming in that dude's way.
Well, we get a single back offset to the left-hand side. Snap again under center. We'll pitch it out that way to the Hall of Famer Bentley. You can tell because of the gold helmet. Only picks up a yard, though, for his troubles. Let's introduce you to the DC defense. Canano Fordson, Seth Harrison, Mike Wagner, and Jose Fuentes are the defensive ends. Or the defensive line, rather. Nick Fargo and Chris Britton III are the linebackers. Jacoby Dew, Daryl Bullock, Billy Beers, Tyler Highfield, and Peanut Say are all in the secondary. 3rd and 9. Sipe back to throw.
Uh-oh.
Moving around the pocket, fires. Oh, one-handed catch by Terrazas, breaks the tackle at the 20 and carries a man close to the 10-yard line. Will it be 1st and goal?
Check his mitts for Gorilla Glue. Oh my gosh, what a great catch, Colin.
Oh, and that'll fire up the home crowd here in the Stadio Matt Wilson, one of the more unique venues in the Simulation Football League. What a catch by Terrazas.
Is it just me, or do the cheerleaders have some special merch on tonight? I'll have to get with Mike Daggs about that.
So Sipe is 2 of 3 for 48 yards. That goes down as a long of 31 yards. And it'll be 1st and goal. Pitch out again to Bentley, and Bentley, the Hall of Famer, cuts inside, gets close to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal, but Britton III is injured. He's down and hurt.
Oh, no.
And the training staff is out there almost immediately. And there's Gary.
Yeah, we get a good look at the uniform while he's lying down there. Those are sharp, man. Hey, don't give me that fish shake. I'm just the regular guy on the couch. No, I do not want a cheerleader uniform. I just noticed that they might be different. Mike Dagg's formerly embarrassed at how scantily clad the cheerleaders were in this booth. Now lets them show a lot of skill. And here's a run off the right side, Colin.
And Bentley will set up a 3rd and goal. Of course, the Aztecs are back-to-back champs, 2-time defending champs. They also won in season 9. They're looking at a 4th trophy to their trophy case down south here. And the Dragons, well, they're looking for their first championship since their inaugural win in season 5. Sight back to throw to the end zone. It's intercepted. Intercepted on the play in the end zone. Coming out to the 20 with the ball is Daryl Bullock, and the fans can't believe it. Sight threw it right to him.
Down goes that drive. Down goes that drive. Oh. No pick is good, but especially when you throw in the end zone, you're right there. You got 3 points in your back pocket. Oh, no. Well, maybe the QB was noticing the scantily clad Mexico City cheerleaders coming. Caught his eye.
And Bullock, that's his first interception of the playoffs. He was pretty prolific in intercepting the ball during the regular season. He had 5, which is tied with Britton III for the team lead. Here's to give up the middle to Harrison, and he will be stopped in the line of scrimmage for no gain. Synergy to this DC offense.
Pleased to meet you, DC offense.
Sebastian Synergy, Kevin Say, Sebastian Synergy is the quarterback. Kevin Say and Sam Harrison, along with Chuck Steller, are the backfield mates. Mason Kirby, Connor Weston, Mason Kirby, Connor Weston are the wide receivers. As Harrison gets it again, and this time he picks up 5, it'll be 3rd and 5. Tight ends are Lauren Percoco, she's the team's leading receiver. In all the significant categories, James Walters is the 3rd tight end. Keanu Cook, Al Friedman are the tackles, and the center is Michael Percoco, number 66. It'll be a 3rd and 5 for the Dragons. Trying to take advantage of the interception in the end zone. And Synergy will fire down the field. Oh, Weston had it in his hands, but it was broken up by another one of those Hall of Famers, number 44, Jeffrey Daggs. And the Dragons unable to take advantage. Jeffrey's joined out there by his fellow Hall of Fame safety, Max Jackson, the strong one. Merrick Itera, Liam Ryan are the corners, along with Miranda Dumas and Gerard Brody. Quadson Yoli and John Osiris are the outside linebackers. John Fowler is inside as the return by Jared Dumas on the move.
No.
He broke through a couple tackles, and Jared Dumas
No kicker
will return it for a touchdown. Oh no, and another DC special teamer is injured as Jared Dumas crossed the plane.
He broke the plane. Adding insult to injury, another Dragon goes down. Oh no!
Oh, and he's not walking real good. But we have a special team score for the first touchdown of the day. Mexico City says, who needs the offense when the special teams can do it?
Special teams.
And Dumas, who had a return touchdown in the game versus Arizona, a round previous, will make sure his team has 6 points. Chaz Blackwater blitz through the extra point. Cal Bear Jr. is the punter. Boy, I did not have special teams being the first score on my bingo card.
No, not at all. No, not the playoff game, but you know what? Everyone let it all hang out in playoff games, Colin. A lot of chances taken, a lot of unusual plays.
Nice return up the middle of the field by Mason Kirby.
Yes.
And Synergy will turn, give off to Kevin Say, and the man they call the Moose, well, he charged into a bunch of defenders and got himself 7 yards.
The Moose is loose. That's a good old-timey nickname, isn't it? I remember back when I was playing leather helmet football for the University of Indiana in the 30s. We had a guy named Moose and a guy named Tank, and here's a pitch to the right.
Sam Harrison again will pick up the first down. Harrison during the regular season, 495 yards, actually led the team on exactly 141 carries. Kevin Say did not reach the end zone. Shocking, I know. And both of these running backs had 141 carries between the two of them. Chuck Stiller also had 75. Here's another carry for Say. He will pick up about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. And the defensive lineman for the Aztecs, don't want to forget about the big guys up front. Tackle Dan Tritz along with Chance Wall. Skylar Kingsley and Saron Yates the 4 are the ends. Synergy almost sacked, looking for Walters, but it was just a bit outside. Yes. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yes, third and 4 is manageable. And what I was going to say is, you know, the offense here for the Dragons, they just got to shake off that special team shocker and just play their game, right? Make each possession count, first downs and points, right? You can't let it get inside their heads, but they got to pick up this first down here.
Well, first things first, and they get Harrison, and that's not going to work. That is not going to work as John Fowler came crashing in like a tidal wave over the running back, and that'll be a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and 5. And Van Cleef saw him to do the punting. Jared Dumas on the punt return this time is only stopped at his 29-yard line. So special teams calamity avoided again.
Calamity, there's a good old-timey word.
Ball will be marked on the 29-yard line. This has been a crazy silver anniversary season for the Simulation Football League. From our point of view, we've called some absolutely crazy games. Starting at the convention in Baltimore, that'll be a ending sequence which I will never forget. First game involving the
I think you're still hoarse for it.
Detroit Maulers as Bentley gets the carry. He will pick up 4 yards on the little shovel. It'll be 2nd and 6. Sipe gets a blitz. He threw an interception. Oh no! He threw it right to Kobe Dew, who gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. The Aztecs will have it deep. We'll have it.
Yeah, you did.
The Dragons will have it deep in Aztec territory.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I meant to say.
The Aztecs, if they're going to win this game, it's looking like, at least early on, they're going to need special teams to score. Or the defense.
So that's 2 turnovers for the Dragons now, who in their quarterfinal game versus Washington also had 2 interceptions at the time of Utah. No, I still don't want to talk about it as Harrison picks up 9 yards. Nice little run off to the left side here. Ooh. Jeffrey Daggs ushers him out of bounds.
Oh, Mr. Daggs. Young Mr. Daggs. Young Jeffrey.
Oh, DJ Woods asking, how did Mexico City score 7? Well, Jared Dumas.
Well, they broke the plane.
Punt return.
It's punt return.
Thank you for the clarification, Mark. Lauren Fucoco in motion. Now she resets. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the give off to Kevin Sand. The Moose Man. Ooh, he got knocked midair, but he still manages to pick up the first down.
That's right. That's what they need. Like I said, that they got to keep their heads about them to the DC Dragons. And they got to feel real good about how their defense is playing here in the early sledding in this semifinal game.
We get a draw, And Harrison loses 2 yards. That's why shotgun runs always drive me crazy.
Here
you need to go
here
5
we go.
yards just to get to the line of scrimmage. And penetration was easily had there. Synergy. Will turn in hand again. This will be only a pickup of 1. There's Coach Daggs. Synergy is 0 for 2 passing. He's probably going to have to throw here on 3rd and 11.
This is one of those, what they call them, their obvious passing downs.
Here's a sprint out to Synergy. Throws backside, nearly intercepted by Fowler. And Mike Daggs is amazed at the fact Dan Tritz did something other than sitting on the bench and eating tacos.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to not get in the middle of that. But, you know, the media buffet here at the stadium, speaking of tacos, is awesome. And they also had burritos and quesadillas.
And
Chimichangas and nachos.
And Van Cleet's 41-yard field goal is good. So DC able to take advantage of the turnover. They cash it in for 3 points. Tritz says he's filling up the stat sheet just by doing the one thing.
Probably better sit him down so they have to get out a new stats book for him.
Mark Lopez is doing the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he points at the TV like,
oh, yeah. That's a good one.
We have a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Sipe under center. He's thrown 2 interceptions. He's thrown as many passes to his team as he has the other team, too.
Oh, ouch.
And the Hall of Famer Monsignor gets things started on the ground, picking up 6 yards of the 2nd and 4. Mexico City wearing the all black with the special trophy patch signifying the number 10 that they've won. And here's the man that called the big rig. Wilfred Van Dam breaks the tackle, breaks the second one, and the big guy goes ahead. Number 30 in your program rumbles for the first down. My goodness, what a run by, I like to call him the big rig. Well,
the big rig, I love it.
Well, because, folks, he's big. He's 6'4", 255 pounds. That's terrifying when it gets going downhill.
I know, right? Doot, doot. Here it comes. Not stopping for nothing. Oh, they send the far wide out in motion, Colin. Let's see.
Nobody picks him up.
Puts him in the slot, yeah. We got something here. Oh, he hands it off.
Hands it off to Bentley. Tackle made by Fargo. And Nick Fargo, talk about a guy who's been around forever. 4th year with DC. 17th season overall. And it just amazing longevity, especially at the backer position. Jacob Morrison, welcome to the ball game. Sets up a 3rd.
That was a nice run. Had a sweet hole. He hit it hard. Makes it 3rd and short. Kind of bails him out of the out of phase situation they were in.
Britton III back in the ball game a couple of plays ago now. Had a bit of a stinger. Quarterback sneaks. And they said he needs to get the 1st down.
Tried to cross him up in the power I, Colin, and instead he sneaks it. Everybody's expecting the fullback or the halfback the tailback to get that.
Oh, we're going to get a field goal attempt.
Not going to risk another interception.
From Chaz Blackwater. This is going to be a 47. They don't have to snap it before the quarter ends. They do anyway, and it is good.
Smell it there. Yeah.
Blackwater nails it. And just before the end of the first stanza here down in Mexico City. It is 10-3 to score. Kickoff is away. It's going to be returned out of the end zone. This will... Oh, we still get 1 second.
Oh, man.
Clock operator must have been a little slow. As Mike Dyke says, Chaz gives him anxiety. Well, maybe that's a reason to score touchdowns and not field goals.
At least they got some points out of it, Colin, so they put it back to a 1 touchdown lead. A full touchdown score lead.
Get the Kevin State in the quarter, and we'll gain about, let's eyeball test says 4 yards. At the end of the first quarter. 10-3 to score. No offensive touchdowns yet. The only touchdown came on special teams. Colin Northrop, Rick Northrop.
Go. Yeah, we traded field goals, special teams TD, and a couple of field goals. 2 interceptions were thrown by Jan Aztecs. And the Dragons are trying to see if they can mount some kind of a drive.
Harrison will surge ahead. They're going to say that's about a yard pickup. Third and 7. 34 total yards to 96. But yet the only reason why it's 10-3 is because Sipes thrown 2 interceptions. Synergy! Oh, he almost had a completion there, but it was not meant to be because guess who? Jeffrey Daggs came flying in from the safety spot. And Sabaz Synergy is now 0 for 3. Dumas on the return will get it up to the 42-yard line. And so the Dragons, they send their defense back out there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their 42. Back to throw his sight. Down the field.
Oh, nice.
To Bartley, who high points the ball and grabs it at the Dragon Fort. Nice catch by the man who took the opening kickoff quite a ways there.
He did. Like that play, found a little gap there. The receiver and the QB are on the same page. Love to see it.
We have a 1st and 10 as we approach under 9 minutes to go. Single back is Bentley. He gets the ball on a draw, and Mr. Bentley will meander his way for a pickup of 3 yards to make it a 2nd and 7 as he serpentined over bodies in front of him. I formation, Van Dam in front of Morris. Here to get to Morrison, his 2nd carry of the ball game, and Jacob Morrison will set up a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll line up in the I formation, and we see the Hall of Famer back there, well, number 28. He's back there for this one. And he follows old Buford, but Britton III is there to make the stop.
Solid.
He got injured early in the game, but he came back to make a big play there. And Chaz Blackwater, oh, he made one from 47. This will be from 48. High snap. Kick is good.
He's got it. Yeah, keep an eye on that snap. That was a good job by the holder to corral it and still get it placed properly.
Almost had to use a butterfly net just to catch this. So, despite a very, very lopsided total yard discrepancy, you can see it there on your screen. It's only a 10-point game. Now let's see if the DC offense can, well, support the Yeoman's work their defense has been doing. Yeoman, that's a first and 10 into 27, Dragons will take over. Boy, they're averaging only 1.7 yards a play. Mexico City 6.2. So I think it's first down efficiency. As much as anything else you can point to and say, this is why DC is down by a couple scores. And quite frankly, if it wasn't for the turnovers, it could be down by one. And the run up the middle, Say, getting good yardage on first down, that's 6. This was 7:25 and counting to go in the quarter. What?
What's that?
Only the Dragons have picked up 3 first downs. As Harrison will get stuffed for a loss of 1 by Bell. And they'll set up a 3rd and medium. So far, they're 0 for 4. Which is exactly the record of the Buffalo Bills in the number of Super Bowl appearances. 0 for 4. 3rd and 5, synergy on the roll. Oh, he gets sacked! He gets sacked!
Oh, no!
Kingsley must have heard my insulting remark about his owner's favorite team, the Buffalo Bills, and he says, I will smite the quarterback, sir. So the Dragons still haven't completed a pass, and we're more than halfway through the first half, and Van Cleef will be on for another punch.
Decent return up to near midfield, Colin.
We'll get it up to the 47. It'll be first and 10 at 47.
Yeah, you know, your 0 for 4 comment is especially delicious because they're Bills fans. Are the Dags. The Fighting Dags.
And the run up to, it's going to be about close to the midfield stripe, though I'm going to say it's about a 4-yard gain as we're now under 6 minutes to go.
Now the Dragons desperately need to get Mexico City off the field without letting Mexico add any more points here because they're facing a 2-score deficit.
And Morrison gets the first down.
With halftime rapidly approaching, eh?
Well, yeah, if they continue on the ground, this clock is just going to melt away.
I'm melting.
Get a bunch formation to the bottom of the screen against the 3-man front. I want to draw against it. And that's another 4 yards for Bentley.
He's the workhorse. He's the milk cow.
He's been powering the yardage. That's 10 carries now for 33 yards. Van Dam has the longest run and the 1 carry for 21 yards.
Which is a solid run.
Gains about another yard there to his personal total. And the DC Dragons, who won their division in the regular season with a 9-3 mark. In trouble here, but the defense gets off the field. Nice deflection made on the play by Peanut Say, number 24. There are about 3 guys wearing white jerseys in the area. K.L. Barrett will be on for the punt. Snapping the ball is Dan Tritz. Gets it to Barrett.
And DC gets the job done. So they get the ball back.
Oh, but they'll get it way deep in their own territory.
No, inside the 10.
Wait, I hear a gong, because that's a coffin corner punt.
Oh, no.
Somebody must have called the Undertaker.
Here they go.
Ball will be marked at the 4-yard line, and Savage Synergy, well, he's over for passing.
This is the type of thing where you see somebody go like 95 yards.
Look at that. The Dragons 0 yards passing on the day. And they've had only 4 opportunities to pass ball. The 5th time was a sack. They'll start off at a run here, which only nets them 2 yards. And people are just marveling at that punt. It was perfectly placed.
It was. That was killer. And the return man did it right inside the 10. Gonna let it bounce. And it just kicked out of bounds.
Oh, Say got hung up behind his own blocker, and John Fowler was able to run it down from behind. And just like that, it's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, this is actually pretty dangerous for DC because they're going to be punting if they don't pick it up. And they are, and they're going to be giving Mexico City some great field position.
No, Fowler's injured. Oh, no. So we had Dragons dropping like flies earlier, and now
we got a Mexico City casualty here.
Fowler appears to be up.
He's just shaking up on that. Got the wind knocked out of him. You're going to go to the medical tent and rub some dirt on it.
4th and 6, Van Cleet on the punt again. Van Cleet punts it out of his own end zone. Jared Dumas on the return up over the 50, and it will be tackled at the DC 46. Welcome into Birmingham Holidays for the chat. They purchased the assets of the Denver Nightwings and will be taking over operations of that franchise as its own operation. Congratulations to both Michael Goodwin and Jimmy Isaacs for joining the ranks of the ownership group. There's Guy Clausen.
Hey, Guy.
Back to throw, foul. Sipe over the middle, one-handed catch by Bartley. These Mexico City wide receivers are just showing off now.
Don't forget the secret Gorilla Glue gloves they seem to be wearing. Ready to snag, making a probable catch at any time.
With the Bentley breaks it, tackle, it's the first down as we approach under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, Bentley keeps this up for the rest of the game. He's going to quietly be the MVP. Just reliable, grinding out yards, making plays.
Somebody says, put the backup quarterback in for Fowler, and Dag says he likes that idea. As Morrison almost gets the first down, he got about 9.5. Second down and 1. Offset eye. 3 tight ends on the field. Here's to get to Buford Van Dam. He stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Dragons in firm control, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Well, the Dragons, Colin, leveraging their special team score, throwing a couple of field goals on it, and they're looking pretty decent at this point. And we forgot to mention the whip meters here, and the whip meters going to go advantage Mexico City here as we get close to halftime. Just impressed with their ability to kind of hold serve.
They give it to Van Dam a second time, and he busts through the line like the Kool-Aid Man, and he has himself a first down.
Wow, you weren't even old enough to see those commercials. Impressive.
And Stipe now operating out of an empty backfield. Could be time for another round of passing adventures with Mr. Stipe.
Paging Mr. Stipe. We're going to go 4 wide.
And it goes toward the trip side. Oh, ball bouncing around like it's a volleyball. And Peanut Say could have had an interception.
Could have, yeah. And they had that tight end that I thought was also going to go out in the pattern, and he dropped back into pass pro, Colin. That was pretty cool. I don't know that I've noticed that before.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Tight end. Oh.
What?
Bachagalupi says, oh no, like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh.
The Kool-Aid Man busted through the line. I want to thank Ms. Dawn Northrup for supporting the broadcast team here tonight in Mexico City. Thank you so much. Eddie Gage says hi, I'm sure. Well, tantalizingly close to another score here.
Henry in motion, he's only been targeted one time. He's out in the route for a pattern, he gets the ball, and Bill Henry knocked out of bounds at the 2. Oh, he was so close. To reaching the promised land, but alas, he was brought down to terra firma before he could score.
And he could not enter the promised land. Push points inside. I mean, they had hardly any cultural references. I guess the Kool-Aid Man and the O for Super Bowl's Bills.
Right back to throw, goes to the end zone, touchdown! It's made by Tarasi.
Wow! Like Jimi Hendrix crosstown traffic right there. Threads 3 needles. Maybe we'll get a shot from the end zone, see how tight this is. Oh, yeah. Like they're kind of over the dude's helmet. I didn't see
then he
the number on
shot a high field, the closest man to the ball, and just like that, it's 19-3. And this crowd is fired up here down south. Viva la Mexico! As Blackwater's PhDs have been done. 9 plays, 47 yards, 2 minutes, 21 seconds taken off the clock. And that guy, Nel Terrazas, finds the end zone from 3 yards out.
Well, Colin, like the Rick Meter said a few minutes ago, advantage Mexico City. And Mexico City proving the Rick Meter right. Of course, the Rick Meter, as we know, is delusional and believes the entire SFL was organized to compete for the Rick Meter glory, which of course isn't true, but there's no counting for some people. Anyway, here's a return up over the 25.
They'll mark him down at the 27 as Harrison. And you know, they have the Harrisons on the team, both Seth and
yes.
Seth and Sam Harrison, but right now for the Dragons, in terms of offensively in this game, it's going about as well as I don't know, William Henry Harrison.
Hey, I'm gonna give you probably a B+ on effort on that one.
And there'll be a run up the middle.
Accessing a lot of different brain cells to pull that one out. Henry Harrison. You know, I did not expect to hear Henry Harrison reference today. Yeah, here we are.
Here's the pitch out to Sam Harrison, and he gets a first down. Only the 4th first down obtained by the Dragons, and they will call their first time out. Now there's different theories as to why Fowler was good to come back in the game from an earlier injury. Mark Lopez says they were serving Casey quesadillas at halftime.
There may be a quesadilla sighting
Oh,
in the locker room,
and
and
the
it's a
pass is
pick.
complete
Oh.
to the other team. Maracay picks it off. So
Oh.
Mexico City still has no passing yards under their personal leisure.
Wow. Wow, it couldn't happen at a worse time here, coming down to halftime, Colin, and the Dragons needing a score to kind of semi-keep pace. Not to be, though.
Looking for Connor Weston, but instead found Merrick Itera, who, despite an illustrious resume, is somehow not in the SFL Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow, we're going to get into politics now, right?
Well,
Sure.
his statistical numbers.
Well,
are
I'm getting
impressive.
a text from the league office telling me to unplug your microphone.
And Sight throws, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I agree with some people in the chat. This game kind of is feeling out of reachy for DC, and we're not even at halftime yet. And that, say it isn't so, right? Apologies to the Mexico City faithful, but I was trying to have a good game.
Trying to have fun. Tipped to the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Tipped on the play by Mike Wagner, number 51. Got his big mid up there and swatted down.
Only 3 down linemen here, Colin.
3rd and 10. We got Bartley in motion. Now it's 2 by 2.
Anticipating the pass. Maybe a decent, juicy run play, but it is a short drop.
Throw tipped in. Incomplete. Looking for Terrazas. It'll be 4th down. So again,
DC calls the right defense, Colin, having a few extra body or 2 in the secondary, and they get that tip. But they still get an opportunity to attempt the field goal. And here's the snap, kick, it's up.
53 yards, it's no good. Oh, it was just short. And Blackwater, whose long was 48.
Man, you maybe got a little too much air on this thing. Look how high it goes.
It was high, but you're right, it was a bit short.
How high the sky? Sky Pilot. Kick to pop up.
Any higher and it probably would have gone where U2 spy plane goes.
U2 spy plane. Yeah, you think so? You can see the Earth's the curvature of the Earth. Does the sky turn black? Because you're in space.
Harrison takes the carry. This will probably drain the rest of its clock. And the DC Dragons, 0 passing yards in the first half. I've seen teams win with 30-something passing yards in a game before, but I don't think I've seen a team win with no passing yards.
Well, the good news is they get 30 more minutes of competition time, to try and get at least 1 passing yard, Colin. And speaking of the U2, I believe that's the ultimate dream for Mike Daggs, is to have a drone that can fly up to 72,000 feet. Whatever it is, that's really what it is.
And Synergy will throw the Hail Mary. It's tipped in the air and incomplete. So the Dragons still have a goose egg next to the passing column. 20-3 to score. Rick Northrup.
Yes.
It's a dominating first half, yes, by the Aztecs, but how they got the 20 points has been very strange.
It got a little funky, but you know what? Somebody famous once said, "Just win, baby," and that's what Mexico City's doing. Win in advance. They've built up a 17-point lead, and they've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves going into the locker room to eat more quesadillas, because the DC Dragons haven't really been much of a threat here. And if you're in the DC Dragon locker room, they're not feeding you anything but water, because they need you to focus, start executing. Don't want to be listening to that halftime parade.
And Dross is the player of the half. staring at a 20-3 deficit. And
yeah, I think,
we're going to get an injury update here.
Oh, here we go.
We got strained elbow ligaments for Fowler. He is questionable to return. Watson has a high
ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain. The special teamer. He is ruled out for the remainder of the contest.
There's a whole thread on Reddit about high ankle sprains and how they're a hoax or they're a made up thing just to keep guys on the IR.
So we're going to have the kickoff here. Fielded up the middle by Kirby, and Mason Kirby will get proceedings started at the Dragon 27.
Well, and to reset things, the Rick meter is here, and it's Advantage Mexico City. They are using their Bank Michigan issued slide rules and utilizing their Bank Michigan logo pocket protectors for all their mechanical pencils and so forth. And I have a feeling there's going to be a change in the Rick meter here at some point soon in this third quarter. The way this thing's been going.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Give to Say, and he picks up 2 yards. There's the replacement for Fowler, number 58 there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Single tailback, Colin. And they're going to throw.
They're going to try to throw. And, oh, Lord, Vercoco dropped the ball, and she could have had a first down and perhaps some more. It's just been one of those days.
And let's hope that's not symbolic of the DC's chances here. Of the DC chances? Talk about of DC's chances.
Oh, finally, somebody had closed the window shut here in the broadcast booth. And
we couldn't hear that crowd.
We had to get some poor snot-nosed kid to try and reopen the window, and he did it. And Vercoco this time hangs on to the ball. Welcome to the ball game, Sebastian Synergy.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times, the pollution is so thick here in Mexico City that you want to keep the windows closed, but not tonight. We're here to watch and listen to some football.
Indeed. And for the Dragons, they finally complete the first pass, and things start to be moving in the right direction. It's going to be 2 tight ends, so one side now to motion one of them over. It's Walters. Yeah, to Say 2 spins, but he only nets 3 yards for his trouble.
Thanks.
So we have a 2nd and 7. 73 total yards, 188 for Mexico City. Pitch out to Sam Harris. That's good. Blocks and gets the first down.
Let's go. All right. Getting a first down with some tough running. That gets him going, eh?
Dags on a nice tackle.
Yeah, saving a much bigger gain with that tackle.
We have a 1st and 10. At the Aztec 40, they'll turn, give to Say again up the middle, and slashing for 3 yards is the Moose.
Yeah, DC's got to figure out that second level blocking. I'm not sure if someone's supposed to be releasing on the far side to pick up the linebacker, but they got some holes at the initial line. Can't get past the linebacker.
There's a pitch out to Harrison. Wide edge, and he set up a 3rd and 5.
That's embarrassing getting caught from
behind. And you see, trying to convert yet another 3rd down here.
Wow.
And Synergy. Oh, he completed the pass to Mason Kirby.
That's an all-star pass, right? All-star pass catch. All-star reception. What chair?
And Synergy, after going 0 for 6 in the first half, has completed 2 passes on this drive. That one was critical right there, it being a 3rd down. Barry Gardner is the injury replacement for foul. .644 and counting to go in the 3rd. Throw down the field for Coco. It'll be 1st and goal.
There we go. Getting themselves in position.
Well, I have your attention, folks. Like this video. I'll say it again, like this video. Support our hardworking crew by smashing the like button, subscribing, and commenting on this video. It really helps the channel out. Turn your notifications on so you'll never miss a live stream, highlighted podcast. Thanks for your support here on the Virtual Football Network. And just like that, Rick, it's 2nd and goal.
Just outside the plane.
Under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. And what had been a very sleepy DC offense is finally woken up here to set the 3rd save. Dove in for the touchdown, they said. He put the nose of the ball over the plane. Touchdown, DC.
Woo-hoo.
He dove right at the linebacker, and at the same time they collided, and the official says he crossed the plane. 29 pending the extra point. They had 53 total yards at halftime, and up to 126. As the extra point is something good, 11 plays, 74 yards, 4 minutes and 7 seconds taken off the clock. And the DC Dragons are back in this game. It is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, there we go. And still advantage Mexico from the Rick meter. But, you know, DC's showing some life here to start the 3rd, and that's precisely what the back door.
And partly, we got hung up at the 28-yard line, and that's where the Aztecs will begin. Nice return. I know Mexico City is the largest city, well, in Mexico.
Yes.
But is it the capital of Mexico?
It is.
Well, we have capitals of 2 countries battling once again. The capital of the United States of America and the capital of the neighbor directly to the south.
Yes. Yes, our friends in Mexico, exactly. I didn't think of that. It's like the Capital Challenge or something. There's got to be some kind of catchy name. Let's get the marketing team on board.
And the throw is almost intercepted. Jacoby too almost had an interception for himself. And it'll be 2nd down. You know, that was the one flaw you could say in the first half that Jordan Sipe had. His unfortunate tendencies to run the ball the other team. He's now 3 of 7 for 67 yards and 2 picks. Synergy is 3 of 10 for 54 yards in an interception.
Mexico City's loading up the box here. Let's see. Looks like a run. No, it's a pass.
Gonna be another pass. Oh! Hit Billy Beers right in the hands, and it's incomplete.
I know. Pick that.
Sneaky. As it'll be 3rd and 10. Mexico City 2 of 7.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and they convert there somehow.
You're kidding me, Colin. Wow.
Terrazas gets it, and we're out to 8 first downs for each team.
That was kind of an improbable catch, eh?
Oh, Dan Tritz with the comment of the evening. He says somebody teach Jordan colors because he's constantly throwing to the wrong colored uniform.
Oh my goodness.
Pitch out to Bentley. Nice juke move, broken tackle, and he gets up over the 50. That'll be a pick up a foul.
Like I said, Bentley is just tough and reliable and putting yards on the board.
And be 13 carries for Ray Bentley, 52 yards. Morrison will now line up out of the I formation. Engage Justin Resigned, our study assistant, Kevin Irvine, executive producer, commissioner, and that pass a little too long. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 5 with 4:44 left. It'll be. We just need to get before the 40 and Stipe. Will take off and run.
Ooh,
He's 20 yards
Where are
short.
they going to mark him? Yeah, he might be short, Colin.
He started his slide about a yard short from the sticks. He needed 4. He got 5, and Tags is challenging the challenging the play.
Here we go.
He's challenging the play. No Ramos Lynn, rather. Pardon. Head coach.
Who?
Ooh, it looks like he started that slide ahead of the yellow line. It is unofficial, and they overturned the call on the field, and the Aztecs. Oh, but the coach is not happy. I don't think they awarded him a first down.
Yeah.
I think they moved it up a half a yard, so
Right.
it's 4th and less than 1. Look, Rick, you can practically sneeze the ball across the line this game.
How is that not a first down? Well, the yellow line is unofficial. Okay, straight ahead. There's nobody over the center. There's no nose guard.
They gave the Buford right there. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and the Aztecs go backwards thanks to Nick Virgo.
Goodness gracious, Colin. What is happening?
The Dragon's gonna stop it. Uh-oh, look out.
Well, here we go.
Pitch out to Harrison, and he gets
Nothing.
stopped for a loss of 1.
Nothing.
Stop made by Yolia, the outside back.
Oh, I like the little punch, the near punch. Oh, they motion out.
That's Chuck Stella, the fullback, lined up as an H-back. Yeah. That's nice.
That's my Scooby.
And Harrison stopped for no gain by Yolando again.
Oh my goodness.
And just like that, it's 3rd and 11, and the Dragons are on the precipice of squandering a very golden opportunity.
Oh, I know. Come on.
Precipice, that's always fun.
Oh, that's a vocabulary word right there. Patron Richard word power. English is the coin of the realm. Learn how to use it.
Sprint out by Synergy. Throw down the backside. And tipped in the air. And incomplete. Tipped in the air by Jeffrey Dykes. And ultimately, Sabaz unable to find a target.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And Van Cleet, boy, his leg's going to be pretty tired on the flight back home. With all the kicking he has to do.
Kicking.
That's the 6th punt of the evening. Only 1 for Mexico. And Jerry Dumas on the turn. Will get tackled at the 27, but we got somebody down. It's
Beasley.
a special teamer for the Aztecs. Beasley, the corner, he's down, and he was in quite a bit of discomfort. So at the very least, he'll get off the field under his own power. And the average yards per play, well, it hasn't moved up for DC that much. It's fallen a bit for the Aztecs considerably.
They haven't had any more really big plays. Just methodical. We're getting down to the end of the 3rd. DC's going to have to get it more in gear.
Van Dam He had the 4th down carry, gets a yard there, stopped again by Fargo.
Wells Fargo. Single back here, Colin. They give it to him.
Here's to get the Bentley. Charging ahead, it'll be 3rd and 5. Well, we have a moment in the break in the action. Coming up next on the Virtual Football Network, the Eastern Headhunters trying to make it back to the championship for the first time since season 6. Standing in the way, top-seeded Vancouver, also searching for their first championship. Kickoff is at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on the Virtual Football Network. Should be an exciting one. Side, down the field, tipped in here, and incomplete.
So close.
Jacoby Dew again covering this time. Noe Terrazas, and only for the 2nd time this evening. Gail Barrett Jr. on for the punt.
Junior? The room's on fire. Not now, Dad.
Turn by Curry up to the 20 step. Depending on what happens in the next game coming up, the 9 o'clock block, we could either see if Houston wins, the winner of this game could host. But if Vancouver wins, Vancouver will be the home team. It'll be a neutral site, but somebody's got to be designated.
Precisely. DC desperately needs some points. Even a field goal is going to help in this contest.
Be 2nd at 7. You know, it was a season of celebration, season 25, but we also had some announcements that the Queen City Corsairs, a franchise that has been around since season 1, was sold to Ryan Davis and the group down at SFL running the Anchorage Wolves franchise. In addition to the note I passed earlier about the Birmingham Howls taking Denver Nightwings position, being a new franchise.
Wow.
Max Jackson on the tackle to be 3rd and 2. He also had the announcement that the Ultras, toward the end of the regular season, announcing that they were going to. So that's
a lot of changes this offseason, right?
It'll be 3rd and 2, Stellar in the slot. Here's to get the stain. He can't get there. Yolanda again on the stop. And the Dragons continue to bash their head into the wall.
Oh my gosh,
and the punt is away. Fielded and returned up to the 39 was Jared Jones.
Well, here we go again. Mexico City would like to extend their lead. DC desperate to get a stop and get the ball back.
Another turnover could be nice too. We had one of those.
Right, the game opened with a bang with a couple of picks, but
DC outgaining the Aztecs so far in the 2nd half, 83-32. But yet, it's still a 2-score game.
Right.
Pitch out the back, spins off a man, and will get tackled after pick up a 4. It's almost like he did the last play of the quarter. David Van Dam on another carry.
Stuffed in the line, right? Just what DC needs.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s, your 12s. 86, 29, 68, as well as 88. For the specialty 12 here, in honor of our dear friend Matt Lawson, Alan Northup, Rick Northup here in the broadcast booth with you, Justin Reside, and Eddie Gage, top dog in Arizona on stats for us. Cameron Irvine, executive producer extraordinaire. Fourth quarter, 20-10 to score, but how we got here is very unusual. As Jordan Sipe, the throwback side pass complete, hauled in by Jason Bartley, and that is a backbreaking first down made by the Aztecs. Sipe threw backside, and Bartley hung on despite a wicked, and I mean wicked. We got a bunch to the top of the screen. Sipe, quick drop, throw, oh, incomplete. Ooh. Incomplete. Had a man open, but alas, the ball hit the tarp.
Well, and this just in from the Rick meter. They've seen enough. They're going probable Mexico City here at the 9:29 mark in the fourth quarter. It seems like they might be a little behind the curve, but you know, both these teams are good, and DC could spark up. So.
And Jared Dumas on the reception of the first and goal.
So they're hedging their bets a little bit in this playoff contest.
And Sipe, he nearly got whacked, but he somehow got it to Dumas before that could occur.
Yeah, and Dumas just heads up, finds that gap in the secondary on his route. Doesn't run too fast or cut too much one way or the other. Easy target.
The first and goal out there they are. Bentley to tailback. They pitch it to him. Bentley!
Bentley, you know, I'm rooting for him to get a touchdown here. He's done so much work for this team tonight. I know he's got his church clothes ready to put on for the victory celebration. The Atlanta convention. Understand that one in.
Buford Van Dam, the big red gets in the end zone.
There we go.
Everybody scores. Oh, it's a fullback touchdown.
Special teams, fullback, got it all. Got it all, Colin, and Rick Meter's going to book it for Mexico City. Sorry, DC Dragons. Even if you can spark up, the Rick Meter team is not believing you at this point. Please prove them wrong, I say. Come on.
And the Big Red parked it in the garage area for 6 points.
He broke the plane.
The extra point is good.
7 plays, 62 yards, 2 minutes and 6 seconds taken off the clock. And the gap continues to increase.
It's widened to a 17-point lead for Colin. Under 8.5 minutes to go. In this exciting playoff contest, Mexico City beginning to lick their chops a little bit. Don't get too cocky, but looking good.
Harrison on the return gets tackled at the 31. Heat up Thanksgiving leftovers, the 25th SFL championship game takes place at Zoller Championship Field in Baltimore, Maryland next Friday, November 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The game starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's the biggest spectacle in the virtual football world, and it's right here on the Virtual Football Network. Should be a doozy, whoever it is.
Well, as of right now, it's looking like Mexico City in one half.
It looks like, barring some sort of craziness, that the run for the 3 people.
Get Pat Riley on the phone. I think he traded.
You're right, he did.
Which was kind of silly. I'm not sure why the trademark office allowed that.
Well,
It was widely used before that. You really aren't supposed to be allowed to trademark something that is an already sort of in circulation or generally known. I know that because I've turned a number of things, but they gave him that one.
It'll be a first down for Say, but it's really been DC's lack of a passing game. And Mexico City, they haven't set the world on fire either. Only 170 yards, 7 and 18 passing. But Mexico City, 3 of 10, 54 yards. My goodness. Harrison gets the ball. I tell you what, they've given Harrison 20 carries for 51 yards now. Say 16 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown. But you know, when your longest run has been 10 yards and your longest pass has been 25, there's something going on. Fishy, but I can't put my finger. It's not fishy in a bad way, it's just strange. It'll be 3rd and 8. 3 of 11 on 3rd down already, Aztecs. 3 for 5 this half. Oh, and he almost got another one there for Coco. Had it knocked out of her hands by guess who? Jeff Friedag.
So close.
That little Wasco has been all over the field, and he's been bringing the thunder with him. Well, I shouldn't say little. He's quite big if you ever get the chance to meet him.
Right.
Van Cleef with yet another punch. And this is going to be down. Oh! I think just in the end zone as the gunner there crossed the plane. No, they're going to mark it at about the 1 yard line. Holy cow.
Yeah, holy cow.
And the Aztecs, they're in the danger area. They got to get out of it. And they'll start with it, get to Bentley. Bentley breaking one tackle, gets out to the 5. That's going to be a pick of about 6. Want to thank our statisticians, Justin Reside and Eddie Gage, being with us here this evening. All the people on the stats team have just been wonderful. There's Morrison. He'll be tackled 2 yards short of sticks. .290 total yards for Mexico City. The 3rd and 2. Bentley.
Oh, hold him.
Broken tackle, and he gets the first down.
It's a death by 1,000 cuts here for the DC Dragons, unfortunately, Collins. They can't get him off the field, back way up in their end.
Oh. Look at the Matt Ryan.
The what?
The Liam Ryan jersey. Popular number 24 in the stands there. Bentley now up to 72 yards and 18 tilts it all. Sipe is going to put it in the air. Sipe, just a bit too long for Bartley.
Yeah, I don't mind that, trying to catch him napping with something deep. Nice concept there.
I don't
with a 17-point lead. 3 scores for those people that score at home.
I don't think the Dragons defense was sleeping like Rick Van Winkle. They weren't caught completely unaware.
They weren't caught napping, were they?
He's second and 10. Sipe to throw again. Sipe, it is he throws! Torres somehow catches the ball and has it up for a first down.
Wow,
it's been one of those kind of nights.
He goes duck hunting and is able to snare that thing. It was a less than typical throw, right?
Yeah, Wagner just unloaded on him. Big Mike Wagner, 350 pounds, just unloaded on Sipe and Terrazas, who now has 5 grabs. Courtesy of that one, picks up another first down. Back to throw is Sipe. Underneath the Henry will be a pick of a 3 yard.
Yeah, just a nice little touch toss over the line, over the heads of the offensive and defensive linemen there. Excuse me, he's got a has some skills.
Oh, somebody put Affleck in the chat. And somebody said something about
A
ducks.
duck, I know, right?
Buford Van Dam, yet another carry, and a big rig almost had himself a
short.
first down.
You know, if you get hurt and miss work, it doesn't hurt to miss work. That's what I always say.
And Van Dam now 9 carries for 36 yards and the 1 touchdown of the day. He also has the longest rush of either side with a 21-yarder. This sets up a 3rd and 1. As Bentley is now back there dotting the I. Speaking of the Affleck duck, what do you think about those commercials with Nick Saban and Deion Sanders? You know, the commissioner.
That's for another time. Let's watch Mexico City try and close this one out. We're going to take a little 3 minutes, Colin, and a 3-score lead. Let's book it time from the Rick meter on this.
252.
Mexico City will, according to the Rick meter, Mexico City will win this and advance.
This will be their 4th championship appearance. They've made the last 3. They've won 2, and they're looking for a 3rd. This will be their 3rd in a row, 4th overall championship. And Van Dam gets the carry again, but he gets speared down to the ground after a 3-yard pick.
Not much there to show for it, but it keeps the clock moving. And maybe DC's waving a white flag here. They should be using their timeouts here after the 2-minute warning.
Notice he said 2-minute warning and not that silly 2-minute timeout.
Right.
Which is another. Oh, we got a correction. 5th championship appearance.
5th? That sounds made up.
It's
who said that? I bet a Mexico City person did.
Oh, they lost to DC in season 5. That's right.
Oh.
That's right. I'm somehow forgetting about
Avenging potentially the season 5 disappointment.
And Bentley gets the carry. Broken tackle. Bentley is loose.
How
40,
much speed
30,
does he have?
20.
Oh, he
and
tries to-
Highfield brings him down.
The preemptive spin move by Bentley. Love it. Totally love it. He knew he was toast. Why not? It's the only move I got left.
And with that, Gary is up over 100 yards. He's got 116. And Matt Wilson's mom, Carol, is sending her love to this team, of which her son was such a big part of.
Awesome. Awesome to see that.
And the Dragons continue all the ritual burning of the timeouts.
There we go. The parade of TOs. Not as awesome as the circus parade when it pulls into town at the Railroad Depot. Back when I was running the Elephant Brigade for the Ringling Brothers. That was fun.
Was that before or after you were the accountant for the mob?
Oh, the mob. We're not talking about that. But it was after I rode the rails during the Great Depression, and that's actually how I got a job on the railroad train field.
It's going to be 3 tight ends in the game. We're going to get to Van Dam. He got the first down. That was just about salted away.
He's got it. Start icing down the Jarritos. Soda pop and
the Mexican
drinks, the
Coke,
Mexican drinks,
the Mexican Cokes,
the Mexican sugarcane Cokes. Start making those burritos and quesadillas.
and tacos.
I got some tacos. Eating some cheese burritos, chimichangas. They're going to be a celebration tonight.
And they put Bentley at quarterback to salt this one away.
I love it.
You love to see it. And there's no sweeter formation for a team that's winning in the game of football other than victory formation.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, congratulations are in order for the Mexico City Aztecs, the ownership, the coaches, and the players. We'll be moving on to the ultimate challenge, right, Colin? The championship game, is that what's next?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
But they got to figure out who their opponent is.
Oh, sure. I don't know that they care.
This will be their third one in a row, so the three-peat opportunity is still intact. Let's party, Mexico City. Your Aztecs are going back to the championship game for a third straight time as they defeat the DC Dragons 27-10 in the second ever playoff meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, and you know, DC was never really mounted much of a challenge to Mexico City, Colin. And who do you think is the MVP or player of the game for Mexico City?
Well,
looking at your stats there.
I gotta say, looking at it.
And who helped us with stats?
Justin Reside and Eddie Gage. And looking at it, on offense, it's got to be Bentley. He solved it in a way with the 39-yard run. But in terms of the defense, before he got hurt, Fowler was up to 8 tackles, 1 assisted tackle, 2 of which were 2,000 pass deflection. But Jeffrey Dykes had 10 tackles, 2 assists for a total of 12, plus 4 passes broken up.
Wow, he might be a strong contender, right?
So he's a strong contender for that.
Well, take your pick, everybody, who you like. Congratulations to Mexico City. Congratulations to DC Dragons, Colin, on a great season and making it this deep in the playoffs, right?
Deepest they've made it since they won the championship back in season 5. I do believe.
Yeah. Well,
congratulations to all the people in that organization.
I want to thank the SFL for allowing Colin and I to call a game like this. We appreciate it. Hope everybody enjoyed it.
Final score from Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City Aztecs beat the DC Dragons 27-10. For Justin Reside and Eddie Gage, I'm Colin Northrop, Rick Northrop here, broadcasting. Thank you all and good night.